For all your t-shirt needs, check out TeePublic's Killer Selection. Follow the link in the description. Hey, what's up people? Pizzal here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the new Welgo USA Blu-ray release for 2001's ICHI the Killer, directed by Takashi Miike. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the film as well as a review of this Blu-ray, and the nice folks over at Welgo USA have given me an extra Blu-ray of ICHI the Killer to give away, so stick around to the end of the video to find out how you could win this Blu-ray for ICHI the Killer. Now, ICHI the Killer, I hardly know where to begin. It's not a horror film, but it is certainly horrific. It is a Yakuza gangster crime thriller comedy. It's kind of like, when I think of ICHI the Killer, I usually think of Natural Born Killers, the film that Oliver Stone made in 1994. And I think a lot of the themes that Oliver Stone was exploring with Natural Born Killers, Takashi Miike explores here with ICHI the Killer. Now, I won't go too in detail as far as the underlying, you know what I mean, themes of ICHI the Killer, but I will definitely tell you that ICHI the Killer is a unique movie that just kind of has to be experienced. It's the kind of film that you just kind of have to let wash over you and just experience. Now, whether or not you've heard of ICHI the Killer or not, you've certainly seen this cover art here with this gentleman on it. And for the longest time when I saw this artwork, I thought, hey, that must be ICHI. That must be ICHI the Killer, because he certainly looks like a killer with his scarred up face, and he just looks like a nasty fella. Well, this isn't ICHI. This is actually Kakahari, who is a sadistic, sadist, psychopath. And I have to think that when the Nolans were developing the Joker for The Dark Knight, Kakahari had to be somewhere on their radar. A, because, I mean, look at his scarred up face. B, he dresses a lot like the Joker in The Dark Knight. And he is a completely unpredictable psychopath. Now, ICHI is actually a very meek and mild-mannered kind of guy who, when he's reminded of how he was treated by bullies in school, he flies off the handle and kills each and every person in sight in very, very graphic, very bloody, very gory, very over the top to being almost comic book-like ways imaginable. And ICHI the Killer is, as a Takashi Miike film, I would say it's kind of a middle-of-the-road Takashi Miike film. But it is certainly a thoroughly entertaining film from beginning to end, because there's a lot going on in this movie, and a lot of it is completely soaked in buckets of blood and gallons of gore. This is an excessively violent, just crazy, crazy movie. You may not know what's going on in this movie, but you'll be thoroughly entertained by it while it's happening. As I said, buckets of blood, gallons of gore, entrails, body parts, things cut off, things severed, people just literally put through the ringer. It's a wild movie. It's definitely a wild movie. Now, I wouldn't recommend ICHI the Killer as an intro to Takashi Miike's work. I would recommend a movie like Audition or One Missed Call instead. Takashi Miike is a prolific Japanese director. He's directed a ton of stuff. He is a really fine filmmaker. But as I said, ICHI the Killer by Takashi Miike standards is kind of middle of the road, but it is thoroughly entertaining if you want a film that is just insane. Absolutely insane. You do have to overlook some truly, truly awful CGI in this film, but once you get past that, it's like I said, it's a pretty wild movie. If you're a fan of Itchy the Killer, I definitely recommend looking into picking up this Blu-ray from Welgo USA, but I wouldn't recommend it as an intro to the work of Takashi Miike. However, this Blu-ray is the definitive remastered edition of the film. It sports a newly restored 4K digital transfer of the film. The film looks great. The film sounds great. From a picture quality point of view, I'd give it a 3.5 to 4 out of 5. The sound quality, I'd give a 4 out of 5. As far as extras on here, we get a still gallery, we get an image, we get a still gallery and a trailer, and we get an audio commentary with director Takashi Miike and manga artist writer Hideo Yamamoto. It was actually based on Mr. Yamamoto's manga series entitled Itchy the Killer. But really, the main standouts of this release are the audio commentary with Takashi Miike and Mr. Yamamoto. However, it's not in English, but it is subtitled, and you get the new 4K transfer of the film, which is not bad at all. Like I said, if you are a fan of Itchy the Killer, you definitely want to look into picking up this Blu-ray. However, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as an intro to the works of Takashi Miike. Now, if you would like to win this Blu-ray that the fine folks over at Welgo USA were kind enough to give to me to give away, it's very simple. Just simply leave a comment down in the comments section below, and in a couple of weeks I will do a drawing, and whoever's name I draw will win this Blu-ray of the definitive remastered edition of Itchy the Killer from Welgo USA. So, if you guys have seen Itchy the Killer, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the $1 a month club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons: Kevin Smythe, Orc145626, Derek Jana, Richard Mead, Jeremiah Lambert, Craig Farrand, Farron Sutton, B-Movie Mike, Robert Sobel, Turi Delamore, Johnny Yeager, and Joseph Charlesworth. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.